Hey, fourth grade. Today I'm going to model for you how to identify the main idea within the text as well as in your question. First thing I need to do is read my question. I know that I should identify my skill. So, the way I'm going to analyze my question and identify my skill is by highlighting key words within my question that let me know what skill I need to use. So, first, my question says, what is the main idea of paragraph 3? Main idea. I know that that's a key word, and that is also a skill that I'm going to use. I know that main idea requires 3 supporting details, and they also tells me what my paragraph or text is mostly about. So it says, what is the main idea of paragraph 3? Okay. So they're asking me specifically about paragraph 3. So that lets me know that that's the part of text that I need to pay the most attention to. All right, cool. So now that I know what skill I should use, which is the main idea, now I need to go back to my text and I'm going to use my text clues as well as text features to identify what my topic is, and that will help me to better understand what the main idea of paragraph 3 is. So when I look at my text, which is here, I see a photograph, a real life photograph of a man. He's laughing, he's bent over to the side. It looks like he's just having a good time and enjoying himself. So I'm going to put a box around him just to emphasize that this is a text feature that I need to pay attention to, and that it's a real photograph. I even want to label this as a photo. Okay, I know the author includes the photographs to help me as the reader to visualize or see what they're talking about in the text specifically. When I look above this photograph, I also see a caption that says tap dance. So I'm going to put a box around that as well. And I know that a caption, the author includes the caption in order to help me as the reader understand what is happening in the photograph. It gives me more details about the photograph. So I'm just going to label this as a caption. Okay. So in my text so far, I have a photograph, I have a caption. I want to look at the title of this story or this text as well. It says, "Let's dance around the world." That is the title of my text. So I'm going to label that as title. This is the title of my text. Let's dance around the world. All right. Let's dance around the world. When I look at the photographs on the front cover, I see people dancing. I see people looks like they're from different parts of the world. Even in the background, I see a small illustration of a globe. So, based on the title and based on the text features that they've given me, which is a photograph and a caption, I can infer that the topic is going to be about dance. That's what this whole text is probably going to be about. So I'm going to add that to the top of my page next to my question. So now that I have identified my topic, I'm going to reread my text so I can better understand what the main idea of paragraph 3 is. Let's look at it. So I'm just going to zoom in here and begin reading. As I'm reading, I'm going to underline key details or important information to help me better understand what the main idea or what paragraph 3 is mostly about. So it says, let's start at home with tap. Okay, so that's what the caption was talking about, tap. And it says something about tap right here. So I'm just going to underline that information. Okay. It says, have you ever heard the sound made by a tap dancer's feet? Okay, so now they're asking me about a tap dancer's feet. So I'm going to underline that information. Apparently, so far, tap is made by a sound with your feet. In American dance, tap is known for the rhythmic heel-toe steps made by the dancers who wear special shoes. Okay, so they step with their heels and toes, and they wear special shoes. Very interesting. Tap shoes have metal plates at the heel and toe. Which makes a distinctive sound when the dancers tap on them on the floor. A distinctive sound. If I look at the bottom of my text, I notice that there's a text box down here that gives me the definition of distinctive. It says that distinctive is it says if something is distinctive, it stands out in a way that makes it different or unusual. So, fourth grade, based on that definition, I know that tap dancing makes unusual sounds when the dancers tap their feet on the floor. So I'm just going to underline that information. Like so, like that. It says tap was originally danced with no music at all. Over the years, however, tap has been danced to many types of music. So for a while there, they had no music originally. But now over the years, tap has been, over the years, tap has been danced to many types of music. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So now that I've identified my key details, it seems like they all talk about tapping so far. I know that my topic is about dance. They talk about a tap dancer's feet. It talks about how their heel-toe steps are made by the dancers who wear special shoes, and that when the sound the dancers make is distinctive when they tap their feet on the floor. So overall, they're talking about dance back to back to back. They keep talking about dance, and not only are they talking about dance, but they're talking about tap as well. So I'm going to add these details to my organizer that I've created for main idea here at the bottom. So I'm just going to take a minute to zoom out. And here's my organizer right here. So I'm going to add a text box, and I'm going to pick out 3 supporting details that will help me understand the main idea of this text. So the first detail I want to pick out is that they use heel-toe steps, or they make heel-toe steps. I'm going to add that to my first box. Heel-toe steps. In my second box, I'm going to add my next text evidence, or my next detail, and that's that dancers tap their feet on the floor. Dancers tap their feet. Oops. Feet on floor. Last but not least, I'm going to add my last detail, and that's that that originally they did use music, but now over many years they have danced to different types of music. Originally, no music. Ooh, fourth grade. Miss Garrett is so sorry. Okay, let's add that here. Here we go. Now with music. So based on these three details, fourth grade, we're talking about tap, dap, tap dancing. So I can infer that this section is all about tap. So I'm just going to add that to my top box, my main idea box, all about tap. All right, so now that I have my main idea, now I'm going to go back to my question, and I'm going to work through my answer choices to identify what answer choice is wrong. And I'm going to prove my answers. So answer choice A says tap dancing through the years. As I'm going through my answer choices, I want to compare what I have in my organizer, what my main idea is all about tap, as well as my supporting details to what my answer choices are. So it says in answer choice A, tap dancing through the years. I know that was one of my details, that originally there was no music and now they dance with music, but that is not what everything was about. They were talking about tap dancing overall. So I'm going to mark through the word years, because we're not only talking about the years. Right? Answer choice B says the sounds of tap dancing. Well, when I look at my organizer, my details all talk about how the tap dancers are tapping and what that might sound like. They use heel toe steps to make sounds. They tap their feet on the floor, as well as using music in order to tap dance. And we're talking all about tapping. So I know that tapping is a sound to be made. So this answer choice is a great possibility. So I want to add a question mark next to this answer, because that might possibly be my answer. Answer choice C, why tap dancing is enjoyed by all. They didn't really talk about why people enjoy tap dancing. Looking at my photograph, I can tell that he is enjoying himself, but they didn't describe why people might enjoy tap dancing. So I'm going to mark through the word why, because that is what makes this answer incorrect. And then last but not least, answer choice D, the origins of tap dance. I know that the word origins is another word, or is a abbreviation or short word for original. So there's, or like why something started. So they didn't really tell me why or where tap came from. They just talked mostly about how the dancers are dancing, what tap sounds like. They're telling me all about tap. So we're not talking about the origins, how it originated. So I'm going to mark through that word. All right, so after going through all of my answer choices, it looks like answer choice B is the best answer for me. So if I could, I would circle it. Yeah, like so, like that. Answer choice B is my answer. And that's that. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to shoot me a message, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.